So here we're here to talk about the tour you're doing, and I was speaking with Christina that actually this is the longest tour in Spain you're doing so far in your career. There's a
Yeah.
lot of dates you're playing in Spain, right? So let's talk about it. So
Well,
for
yeah.
you,
Well, the thing is simple. It's like we always would be able to drop in for a couple of shows on a different tour, but it's so nice. Why not just stay the whole time?
yeah,
I mean,
right,
yeah, it's like we've been coming for so many years, 30 years plus. Um, and it just seemed like this way we could really get into the whole vibe of it too. It's like if you're, concentrating um in that zone. I don't know. It just seemed like a fun. These are supposed to be fun for everybody,
right.
and that sounded like fun to us. So here we are.
Great. So in your case, Brian, you've been part of Bad Religion for over half the band lifespan, right?
Yeah.
You've been here for a lot of years. At this point, how do you feel inside the band? Like a historian inside the band or a revolutionary piece inside the band?
I don't know. I still think I'm the new guy, but it's been 30 years. So, and they're newer guys than me. I don't really know how it works out. I mean, um, I don't know. I feel I still am learning some things after all these years, but I like to maybe I'm in the middle. Like I'm kind of like like I explain to the younger guys, like trust me, I know how these things are going to go. I don't know what the word is for like the middle guy. Like I'm a captain. Like there's general,
Right.
the captain, and then I tell the sergeants like, hey, here's how it's going to go down. Trust me, I've been here for a long time.
And while you guys are still celebrating life and still celebrating being a band, some of your contemporaries are saying goodbye. If we
Yeah.
think about No Effects, if we think about Sum 41, which was shocking, Bad Religion is putting a tour together celebrating 40 years or plus or more.
Yeah.
So, have you ever feel tempted to quit while you are still in the game?
No. Well, the thing is it quitting, it means that you're quitting implies that this is some kind of job
Yeah,
or some task or something you have to do. It's like I don't know how to express it. It's more like this is still this is an artistic expression and this is fun. This is something we do because we like doing it. And it's really great that we can do something and people will want to come see it, but we'd do it if they didn't come. It doesn't matter.
right.
And so the idea that you just shut down this outlet, I don't know, it doesn't even make sense to me. Like, and I'm friends with the NoFX guys. I couldn't figure that out either. You do it until you can't, and stopping it. I don't know. I just never thought about a time limit. It's like the experience. It's part of who I am. I don't know. It's kind of what I'm here to do. That's how I feel about it.
Good. Bad Religion has always been vocal about politics, right? And especially you now having a new president over there in the US. But do you ever feel tired of being expected to comment about the state of things, the state of the world, state of
No,
politics?
no, because that's what bad religion is. Bad religion is about questions, and it's about looking at the world and interpreting it, and it's about um, sharing ideas about humans can get along and why they don't. I mean, this is the whole thing that the band's about. So no, it's a privilege to have yet another uh, dangerous political situation in the United States is excellent news. It is more, uh, it is more. It's time for the scientists to continue to figure out the experiment. So no,
Right.
yeah.
Good. Right. So as you said before, you've been 30 years playing with Bad Religion, but you also come from other bands. You have a hardcore background as well. So you've seen a lot of things between the scene and how punk and hardcore has changed and evolved during the years, right? So, do you feel that there was like a sanitation of the message that punks wants to give, or what punks means?
No, I think it's more aggressive now, and it's no, punk is constantly evolving. And what I see now is way more interesting than when I was a kid. And
Yeah,
yeah, it is. People just are do not give a fuck. And there is this energy and this rage that is so inspiring. And it's so exciting to me to go to see a punk show now, 40 years later, that is every bit as valid and every bit as powerful as when I was doing it when I was little. It makes me feel so good. It's like the baby grew up and now it's its own badass. It's
right,
like, yeah, no, it's way more happening now. Trust me. Like if you went to see a hardcore show back when I was like in Minor Threat, you'd be like, just what the fuck is this? Yawning, ping pong, like,
right.
it would seem like a bake sale at elementary school. It wouldn't be the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. So, Bad Religion discography is so big, so long. How do
Yeah.
you put a set list for a tour? I mean, there should be tons of songs that you need to choose which song we play last tour, or which songs we
Well,
should include, or
you can't play. The thing is that we don't want to play. You can't play too long and you can't play too short. So there's that. So you go, okay, well, we can only really, let's pick, you're going to play like 30 songs at the most, maybe 25, 30 songs, because more than that, and it's just like punk rock can't be, you can't play punk for 2 hours. It's just dumb. It's
Mhm.
like nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to see it. And so then you have the time limit. Then you go, okay, well, let's look at what we played last time we're here so that we don't do the same thing. It's got to be
Mhm.
different. You got to pick up new things. You got to try, we have to figure out, okay, we know that there's going to be 10 songs we have to play because that's the identity of the band. You have to play. It's whether they're big or not, it's just about what they are, what the band is. And that's once you've heard of Digital Boy and American Jesus and songs like this, but also songs that define what we think about. Then on top of all of this, it's I'm in the band. What do I feel like playing? I want to play something we haven't played for 20 years because it'll be fun every night. Like, can I play it? Am I going to fuck it up? Like, because the audience can tell if the band is excited or not. No one wants
Right.
to see a bunch of old dudes just do the same thing. And like, yeah, we all know you know how to play punk rock song. How exciting is that? So we try to, before every tour, we are always figuring out what are we going to pull out that's going to make it interesting for us, and then hopefully that's interesting for people.
Right. So, recently I was speaking with Fletcher from Pennywise, right?
Oh,
And we were
sorry.
speaking.
Yeah,
and
that's a tough interview. Yeah,
and we were speaking about Band's Warped Tour. They're in the US, like it's coming
yeah,
back, and they're playing the whole 3 dates, and they're playing here also in Europe in the Reconstruction Tour, which is like our Band's Warped Tour, right?
yeah.
So, what are your memories of Band's Warped Tour? What do you remember of it?
Well, I really don't remember. For me, all the memories are about the times off stage.
Right.
Like the playing, because the shows were so short, it was like 30 minutes and you never knew when you would play. So you wake up and you don't know if you play at 2 or 4 or 8. So all of that, like after all this time, I don't remember that day-to-day stuff. What I remember is the camping, the
Hmm.
traveling with all of these different bands and all of, making all these incredible friends that I still have now. It's like, it's not just the bands, because we would have our guys, like you out on a tour, and it's like, oh, well, we're going to park next to Lagwagon because we know Lagwagon. And then we're going to park our camp next to, we'll have NoFX and we'll be, or whoever's on this tour. Pennywise might be on this tour. So we all kind of like park together and make
Right.
like a zone of basically all these guys who know each other. But the relationships I have with people who are on the tour who weren't in bands. That's what's so great to me. It's like I've got so many friends now who were just people who were building the stages or who were working the stages or like doing sound or guitar techs or selling merch that are from that era that are still now really tight friends. And it's like, and still working together. And that experience was,
Right.
it's not just the bands, it was all the people that made the Warped Tour special that's what the memories that I have the most, that I cherish the most.
And we were speaking before about set lists, but let's talk about albums. An album is like a baby for a musician, right? But you
Yeah.
have tons of albums written and recorded with Bad Religion. For sure, there is an album that you would like to be removed without any consequence from the Bad Religion discography. Do you have that album in mind? Do you know which one it will be?
I mean, I don't need the new America. I don't need to
Right,
ever hear that record again. There's a couple of good songs on it, but it wasn't fun to make. And
right.
it just doesn't, it just didn't seem, I don't, if I had to get rid of one of them, it would be that just because it's not that exciting to me. But each one has got something going for it. So it's kind of you have to be it's you can't pick a favorite child, but yeah, New America is the child who I don't really talk to anymore. Yeah, he moved to New York. We don't really know what happened to him. I heard he was in jail.
Right. Okay. So, besides Bad Religion, you also have other projects going on. I remember speaking with you some years ago about fake names, right?
Yeah,
Actually, Dennis is doing also a farewell tour with Refuse. So, how
yeah.
do you feel about that?
Um, well, I think it's great that I'm so glad that Refuse got to even get out and tour again because they weren't it's not like they broke up. It's just they had all these different things going on. And if, you know, I mean, Dennis is always doing something. And that's what I really love about him. He's always got new things going. So it's funny actually. We are recording a new fake names record right in July, right in the
Hmm.
middle of like what he's like touring Refused, and then he has like a week off and he's coming to Chicago and we're going to do it's actually June. I'm sorry, not July. In the very beginning of June, we're going to do a new record. Um,
Right.
so he's still, I'm looking forward to seeing him. Um, and hopefully this fake names record will be awesome. I think it's
Good.
so far so good. Yeah.
Good. So before when we were speaking about bands where too, you talk about the bands, other bands and their friendship, but you've seen a lot of different bands which weren't your friends or like you didn't know on tour, especially on festivals. Um, do you recall any I don't know, embarrassed or a strange situation or a tour request that was so stupid? Because I have one in mind, and it's in Spain in Resurrection Fest with another band. I don't know if you recall that one. It's
You know what? I
with
don't know. I've seen it all and I can't think of anything specific. But what do you have? What are you talking
yeah,
about?
I think that there was this band called Bring Me the Horizon in Resurrection Fest in Spain. That they have like a special request that no one in the their special site for the festival should talk to them or should ask them about their names or their photos.
Yeah.
I don't know if you recall that.
Yeah,
And you sent a message about that saying like this is stupid. Like
you know what? There's so many bands that do that though. It's like that's kind of a normal request. If
right.
like if just there's certain that there's a level of bands that's just normal for them. But I don't whatever. It doesn't matter. I see it a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So after 30 years of playing with Bad Religion, does any still scare you about being on the stage? Or it's like it's you've seen it all and it's pretty normal by now?
Um, I'm not, I mean, nothing scares me, but I am concerned. I just am trying to make sure the show is as good as possible. And I think that the older I get, the one thing that happens is that I'm always thinking about, is this sounding good? Is this still important? Is this still great? Is it still good? And I used to not give a shit. 20
Right.
years ago, it's like I'm like, am I having fun? Wow. Like it was more, it was I was thinking only really more about myself and not about the people in the audience and the people. I mean, we've got now people who are coming who it's like they're bringing their kids. We were their favorite band when they were kids, then they have kids and they're turning their kids onto this. And it's this responsibility. Like, I just want to be fucking good and I want it
Hmm.
to sound great and I want the experience to be great and I want them to see a band who cares, who enjoys doing it. And so that's kind of there's a little more pressure now because we're older and you don't want to fucking just phone it in. You have to put in the effort and you have to put in the work, and it's a little harder when you're older. So that's what I'm thinking about now. It's like make sure that it is a genuine, awesome experience. That's my job.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. I don't know if the whole tour, but at least in the Spanish dates, you're touring with Agnostic Front and String Out, which
Yeah.
are great bands,
Yep.
right? And as I say, Fletcher from Pennywise told me, oh, because you're gonna play like on the same weekend, Bad Religion is playing the day before or the day after Pennywise plays in Barcelona. You
Yeah.
two guys are on the same weekend there, but you're not gonna meet because they need to fly over to Milan
Yeah.
or somewhere else. But is there any other band that you would like to bring on tour, but it wasn't meant to be, or maybe because of the dates, it wasn't possible? Because I told to him that, and he say, why wouldn't we play together in Barcelona? It's just
Oh,
one
well,
day.
that's
Yeah.
that's because of their weird travel plans. That's why. Because they had to go to Milan, so they think Italy's important. They don't understand the importance of committing to Spain, and that's the problem. Yeah, I would like to have. I want to have play with Descendants. I think Bad Religion
Descendants, yeah.
Descendants would be really cool, and hopefully we could do that sometime because they're good friends, and I love that music, and I think it would be good together.
Good, good. So we said before that you come from a hardcore background, Minor Threat, Dark Nasty, right? Um, there is this band coming out now that is called Skull. I don't know if you know them. They just put their second or third album out, and it's becoming bigger, bigger. Especially in the states, they're having some time on national TV, and they have a support from companies like Taco Bell. But
Yeah,
hardcore fans are saying no, the message is getting diluted because this band is getting supported by those big companies and national television.
yeah.
What do you think about it?
That's stupid. The more it's important to be out there. Scowl deserves everything. They doesn't matter how you get there. This is the same shit they gave Turnstile. This is
Right.
the same thing, and Turnstile's fucking awesome. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad that more people know about Turnstile and more people should know about Scowl. And there's nothing wrong with getting big. Nothing. It does not change who you are. It does not change what you say. Just get over it, kids. Like, share this. Share this with people. People need to see these bands.
Right. Right. Brian, just one last question. Your band is still recording, Bad Religion is still recording, right?
Yep.
But if they say to you, okay, there's gonna be a final album and that's it, and we're not gonna record anymore. So how would you like it to sound? Do you have like a specific era of Bad Religion in your head that you want this album to sound like?
Oh, no, no. It would sound, if you only could have one, it would have to go back to the very, very, like the first demo tape, like before the
Right.
first album. So it would have to be like, just like very, very messy and out of tune and not sound very good. And it would have to have less melody and just be like the baby coming back, like full circle. You know how like when your grandparents and the older they get, the more like children they get, like they're going
Right.
down the circle. That's what the Bad Religion would be. So it'd be right back to the very, very pre-beginning. We do it in Greg's mom's garage. It would sound awful. I love it.
Right. Well, Brian, thank you so much for your time and for the interview. We will see you
Sure.
playing here in Spain soon.
A life of mystery.